as most of you knew, Jamie and I were expecting a little baby. The original due date was this Thursday, February 3rd, but about, 3 a.m. Monday morning, she started having contractions. So the baby came a little earlier. They always say the second one comes a lot quicker, but I guess we maybe took that a little, too literal, because we left the house at 4:45 to go to Norfolk and got to Norfolk about 5:45, and we had the kid at 6:20. So if we'd had a flat tire, we'd have been calling the ambulance, or I would have been trying to figure out how to deliver a baby. Everything went great. We decided to name him James. He got my middle name, Arthur Brown. So James Arthur Brown. He was born at 6:20, January 31st. Specs were, he was 9 pounds, 6 ounces, and 22 inches long. So he was a tank. We're thankful that everything, I really take it for granted. I wasn't going to say anything about this, but I went down to Snyder's Pub the other day and got some food to go. And there was a man in there. Some of you guys know who he is, Wade Witzel. And he's a proclaiming Christian. Whether he's saved or not, I don't know. And he was drinking. And so he starts evangelizing to me. I don't know if you guys have ever had this, but he's drinking and he's like, I remember when you were, like a freshman, sophomore, and sitting in the back of the bus, and the Lord got brought up and you flat out denied him and said he didn't exist. He's like, and I prayed for you then and there. And he said he saw me the other day coming into Walt Hill, and he's like, and you don't know, people come out with these big speaks if the Lord actually did this or not, but he's like, the Lord told me that I'm blessing that man, I'm blessing and talking about blessing me. And sometimes, you're living your life and you just take it for granted that all these things that you're given is just another thing. It took someone sitting in a bar to recognize that the Lord is blessing you. And sometimes I just take it for granted. So no, we're blessed that he's healthy, that there was no complications. Maddie, his big sister, hasn't met him yet. She's with Jamie's parents, and so they're sick with we think the flu, and so they want to take a chance of getting James sick. And so they haven't met him. My mom hasn't met him because she was sick and potentially has COVID. My dad has met James, and then 3 days later tested positive for COVID. So a lot of people haven't met him yet. And something funny about his name, James. So James has, you can call him Jim or you can call him Jimmy. So Paul, you finally have someone to, Jimmy in purgatory. So we actually have a real Jimmy. So, yeah, thanks, guys.
Amen. As long as you didn't call him Demas. You see, every time there's a baby in this church, I wonder why my wife starts talking about having another baby. And it's just, I'm putting the dots together. Of course, she's going to beat me up now, okay? But so you're not allowed to let my wife hold the baby, okay? Any other hobbies? Get that? Whenever there's a little baby, they start to get all like, oh, wouldn't it be nice to have another baby? So, okay. I think I'm too transparent in the pulpit. Why did you say that?